Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
The Hitmakers.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
Good day to every single one of you, wherever you may be. You are tuned in, you are locked in to the one and only Lunar Lounge Podcast. With myself, Israel and Josie. How's it going? How's the weather like where you are right now? Wherever you are on the globe. Well, this is the Sunday show. I do 2 podcasts a week, as many of you may know. I'm also available to be heard on all of the podcast platforms: Amazon, Spotify, Apple, you name it, you can find it. The Lunar Lounge Podcast. It's there. It's available for all of you. I do a Wednesday show, which is live, but it may be changing. I may be doing the Sunday one live instead. I know what you're thinking. What? Why? When? But let's see how it goes. At the moment, I'm still live on the Wednesdays. Sometimes I don't read the chat. I should be available on all, well, not all, but pretty much most of the social media platforms. Right now, as you are listening to this, you should be also be able to hear me live on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter. I am available on all of them. I'll be bringing up the chart for the moment to let us see what's going on. We're officially in the month of Aquarius. Shout outs to all the Aquarius people. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. If you haven't subscribed to my Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to your podcasts, please download, subscribe, make a comment, leave a nice review. People don't leave reviews. I don't know. People we just want things nowadays, don't we? Let's face it. We just want things nowadays. But yeah, it is what it is. I'll be bringing up the chart for the moment, letting you know what's going on there over the course of the next. Well, this month is really finished, hasn't it? But let's talk about the big thing. We all know what the big thing is, right? Pluto moving into the sign of Aquarius. And the sun has just moved into the sign of Aquarius also as well. So I'll be talking a little bit about that and any other planetary configuration that we will be experiencing over the next week and a bit before we move into the month of February. And then the podcast on Wednesday coming up, I will then go more into detail about what we're going to be expecting in February and what are the planetary alignments saying for us there. So, you know, this is the cosmic news. This is what I do, right? Shout outs to Nzinga. Happy birthday. I say happy birthday, but it's happy belated birthday. Yes, I know your birthday was yesterday, but still, it's the birthday weekend, right? So you celebrate it. It is what it is. As you are aware now, I am also doing the video for Sundays, as opposed to before it was just online. Okay, whether it's the Sunday show, whether it's the Wednesday show, it's available on all platforms, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Instagram, on all podcast platforms. I will be accessible there. All of them. Simultaneously. Yes, it is what it is. I'm getting the hang of this thing now. It's all this apps and computer gadgets, and you got to get real techie. I've been having to get real techie. It is what it is. So I'll be bringing up the chart any second now. As a matter of fact, I will try and present that right now as I am speaking with you. So let me share my screen and bring up the chart for the moment. Here we go. Here we have it. The chart for the moment, right? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And let's see what it is that is happening here. For those of you who are on Instagram, you may get a really big screen. Normally, that's what happens, right? Something along that line. There's like a real big screen that comes up, and I know you want to do me for that, don't you? You're probably thinking we can't see the whole screen, and you want to, you want to do that. It could be very frustrating. I know. It's just the way the platforms are set up, so I do apologize. Those of you who are on, obviously, the YouTube, you'll be able to see it much more better. Also on Facebook as well. Shout outs to everybody on Facebook. Leave a comment if you have also any questions as well. Do keep them coming. And I will be responding more than likely in the chat when I can. I may not necessarily read it offline, but it is what it is. Shout outs to everybody who's watching there on the YouTube. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge Podcast with myself, Israel Josie. Today is the Sunday edition. This is the first Sunday edition that is actually going on YouTube and Facebook and on Instagram and on X, formerly known as Twitter. It is what it is. I'm moving up in the world, right? Okay, well, I'm getting more busy in the world. I don't know about moving up in the world. It does feel like I'm on one level, but it is what it is. Anyway, here is the chart for the moment. And as we can see here, where I am moving my cursor, we've got the Sun-Pluto conjunction. Ooh! It is what it is. We're in the month of Aquarius. Shout out to all you Aquarius people. Some popular Aquarians. Who we got? Who we got? Oprah Winfrey, Aquarian. She is Aquarius. John Travolta, Aquarian. Justin Timberlake, Aquarian. Rick Ross. I'm trying to think of those who comes to mind. Aquarius. Who's those Aquarius? Bob Marley. He was an Aquarius, wasn't he? Yeah. Can't forget Bob Marley, man. Ashton Kutcher. I think he's an Aquarius. I believe he is. Alicia Keys, Aquarius. Who else? There's a few. It's mine's just gone a little bit scrambled there, but yeah, there are a few popular Aquarius. But shout out to the Aquarians. We're in the Aquarius season now. This is the month that marks the middle of the winter. Fixed sign. But what's been the big thing? It's been Pluto, hasn't it? Everyone's talking about Pluto. Pluto moving into Aquarius. And he hasn't quite done yet because he is going to go back. He's going to go retrograde back and he's going to go back into Capricorn. So for you Capricorns, especially you guys at the end of Capricorn, like Nzinga, my friend, who was born on the 20th of January, she's got her sun at that 29 degree of Capricorn. Pluto's coming back to pay you a visit, my dear. And for anybody else who's born on the 19th, if you're born 19th, 20th of January or 21st of January, 19th, 20th, 21st, around that place, that's where Pluto is doing his thing right now. Pluto is about purge. He's the planet of transformation. He's the planet of power. We have seen how Pluto gone through Capricorn in the last, how long has it been? 2008. Well, how long ago is that? 2008. What are we now? 224 years. I may be wrong, but that doesn't make it not a fact, right? You know what it is. Yeah, it is a fact. It's a fact, right? So, Pluto's been in Capricorn. We've seen him tear down the whole establishment. The political establishment, the governmental establishment. It's been really all of those people's in positions of certain authority. We know Capricorn is ruled by the planet Saturn, so all of that we've been seeing people just being stripped. It's like things that you wouldn't. I mean, you imagine. Look at the people who have really gone down. Like Pluto has really brought. I say Pluto. Well, it's Pluto. It's the Pluto archetype that has really brought certain people who we thought really in the past 15 years. It's been phenomenal, hasn't it not? Pluto does that, and he hasn't quite finished because he's still going back into Capricorn, but he is in the sign of Aquarius right now. Now, Aquarius is a zodiac sign that has always been associated and linked with humanitarian. It's been linked with the people. So it's fair to say Pluto moving into Aquarius, power to the people. These are the things that we can experience with this. Oh, by the way, just to let you know, the moon is in Gemini right now. So we got the airy Gemini stuff going on right now. Lots of chit chat, lots of talking. So good time to host the podcast today, is it not? Good time to actually arrange my first podcast, which is now screening live on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter. It's all there. We're busy, baby. We do it busy. We multifunction when the moon is in the sign of Gemini. Yeah, doing two things. That is how it is. So, yep. Thank you very much for that. Round of applause, please. Yeah. Get those round of applause coming. Right. So, as I was saying, the Pluto has now moved into Aquarius. So it's power to the people. Here we're going to be experiencing huge transformation. Now, Aquarius has also been linked with technology, information. There's definitely a very powerful, innovative, if you want to say, energy about Aquarius. Aquarius is always linked with the genius, so to speak. It's connected to that consciousness, which is very progressive and very forward moving. So Pluto now moving into Aquarius, and I mean, I'm very, very excited about this, to be quite honest. Innovative things. Now that I'm really keeping my eye out on the AI. I think that is just going to be like phenomenal. It really is going to be phenomenal with this. And again, Pluto's going to be there for 20 years or so. It's a long time. So we could be experiencing some of the most catalytic, or what's the word? Is it catalytic? Yeah, cataclysm, cataclysmic, apocalyptic, but also renewing, fresh things coming to us, to humanity. Really, really, really powerful, especially in the area of technology, AI. We all know that this is it's an industry that's very fast moving. People are, in that industry, the techie industry, are always trying to advance in some kind of way, keeping it moving forward. And I feel like this Pluto in Aquarius is definitely about that. So we're definitely going to see a huge shift here. Although the sun with Pluto, again, I'm seeing elements of this, or what's happening with the state of Israel and Gaza and stuff like that. Things being intense. I did say, go and listen, mark my word. And I'm not trying to, boast, although I will take the title, I will take the claim. Go and listen to the previous, over the last month or two podcast, because I've been telling you this intensity, Sun, Pluto, and things have been getting very intense in various areas of the world. So we got to watch out for that. It's almost like the sun moved into Aquarius and then Pluto followed. It's almost like the sun opened up the door and said, Pluto, come on in. I'm inviting you into this zodiac sign of Aquarius. For those of you who are the fixed signs, who are the beginning of the fixed signs, so those of you again born January 21st, right? For those of you who are born April the 20th or 21st, for those of you who are born in July, July 20th, 21st, and for those of you who are born October, for those of you who are born October, like the 20, October might be a little bit later, but I would say probably around 22nd, 23rd, 24th of October. Those of you born around that, you're going to be feeling the heaviness of Pluto. Pluto's either opposing or squaring your sun right about now. And for those of you who are much more versed in astrology, if you have planets at 0 degrees or 1 degree of any of the fixed signs, which is Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius, you are feeling that heaviness. And it's about change. Pluto is about change and transformation. So it's not a doom and gloom. Change is good. Change is inevitable. Pluto brings out, he purges us. He allows us to get rid of anything which is no longer working for us. Things that we've outgrown. Things that we've outlived. So it can transform us and transmute us into something bigger and better. That is the energy of Pluto. So while he's in the sign of Aquarius, humanity itself is being because Aquarius is a very humane sign. It's humane. It's represented by the human, the water bearer. So we're going to be experiencing a lot of transformation in humanity. When we look back in the past, you know, the Pluto cycle is a 250 cycle. So every 250 years, he returns back to approximately that particular same sign. So 250 years ago, if you look what was happening in terms of revolutions happening, a change within information, reformations happening, it was tremendous. And you go 250 years previous to that, to the time of, the church, when the church started to break down and information started to. So these are the things that we're going to be experiencing, but now we're experiencing it on a huge level, on a bigger level now. Now we've got the internet, we've got IT and computers and iPhones, and it's going to be crazy. So we welcome that with open arms. We welcome that with both arms. So it is what it is. So that is the Sun Pluto, and I'm going to be talking about that all week, can't I? Of course. So all week, all month, all year. How can we not talk about that? Anywho, what else is going on right about now? We've still got Mercury trining Jupiter. Mercury's at 8 degrees of Capricorn today, about to go to 9 degrees, but he's still trining Jupiter. Good, favorable for any kind of intellectual or traveling or trade pursuits. So that's quite good. Now we've got Venus. I told you about the Venus squaring. Somebody got to me. Shout out Sabrina in Dubai. Yes. Coming over there very soon. I will definitely be hooking you up. Dubai, I'm coming, Dubai. Anyway, she messaged me and let me know. She said she just listened to my podcast. I believe it was last week's one, maybe the week before, where I was speaking about the Venus Neptune. And I was telling you guys, don't buy no clothes. Don't shop. Don't. No. And what did she do? She went and she did just that. Shout outs to Sabrina. But yeah, she was like, exactly what you said. It wasn't what it's supposed to be. It was that's Venus Neptune. It's still there in the heavens, so do watch it over the course of the next couple of days. But nevertheless, it's cool. It's waning now. That much can be said. It is waning. So it is what it is. What else have we got? Okay, In terms of aspects, not that much. Well, Mars is coming up to make that trine to Uranus. Not quite yet. Give it a couple of days before it really kicks in. I think I'll speak more about that on the Wednesday show coming up in 3-4 days time. So I'll speak more about the Mars trine Uranus. Mercury will also come and join as well, and be trining Uranus. So we've got that there. So let's put it on the days and let's see what actually is happening over the course of the next coming days. Well, on the 23rd of January, Venus is going to move into Capricorn. Okay, so Venus is going to move into Capricorn. We've got the planet of love, the planet of beauty. So this is a time to really get structured, right? To get structured in terms of what we do. Our love life needs to be more practical, needs to be more hands-on. This can be very good for management also as well, quite good. So 23rd of Jan, we've got a few things happening there. And then a few days after that, as she moves into Capricorn, she starts making a sextile to Saturn and starts making a trine to Jupiter. This is really going to be good. So we've got a very good end of the month here, people, where we can really enjoy ourselves, because Venus really gives us that opportunity to have a certain amount of pleasure, doesn't she? Well, especially when she's in the mix with Jupiter, but also at the same time, she will be sextiling Saturn in Pisces, and that will be going, that's going to be exact around sort of the 27th of Jan. So on the 27th of Jan is where it's really, so 26th, 27th of Jan, we've got the really tight aspect of Venus sextiling Saturn at 5 degrees of Pisces, and also trining Jupiter at 6 degrees of Taurus, which is really good because that's the sign. So there's a reception there. Venus will receive Jupiter because he's in her sign. So really good. I'm really feeling that one. So we're going out the end of January with a big of a party. Yeah, we are, it's going to be, what can I say? It's just going to be
awesome.
What's the word? It's going to be awesome. Okay, right. I like that one. That's what it is. That's what it's going to be. So yes, we are bringing on the Jupiter Venus trine. Yes. We like that. Round of applause for that. Jupiter Venus trine. So that will be towards the end of the month, and there will be a sextile as well. So we'll still be contained because Saturn brings that structure, doesn't he? He's not going to allow. This is not. Although we got Venus trining Jupiter, she's sextiling Saturn as well. So she's going to be kept in check. So it's partying, it's having a good time, it's a feel-good factor, but it is structured. It's not going wild, that's for sure. However, around this time, we're getting that trine from Mars to Uranus, and that is becoming more exact. I repeat, Mars trine Uranus. Yeah. Yeah. So that kind of effect. So stay close. Also, as well, on the 27th of January, we've got Mercury Mars conjunction in Capricorn. Watch out. Lots of energy there. That's good. You've got to be careful with your words, how you're speaking with people around this time. And I'm going to tell you, watch out for how people watch the news. Watch the news. I repeat, watch the news. Watch how people are talking, especially presidents and prime ministers all around the world, or people in powerful positions, people who tend to have a platform. Watch how this Mercury Mars is going to manifest, because we're going to be hearing some really direct, brutal, and maybe aggressive, maybe even violent talks. So watch your mouth. But and we're perhaps maybe going to get into quite a few debates with that. But Mercury conjunct Mars, it's going to speed up our rationale, speed up our mind, speed up our vocabulary. But watch how people are speaking during this particular time. It can be rather interesting, I must say. That's going to be on the 27th of January. So quite some interesting things happening here towards the end of January. And just to go back before I also, on the 25th of January, which, so this Thursday coming, right, on the 25th, we've got a full moon in Leo. A full moon in Leo. Woohoo. It's the first full moon of 2024. It's about bringing manifestation. It's Leo, right? So it's going to be a bit of a, it's going to have a bit of drama. It's going to have that spotlight energy to it. Has it not? Yes, of course it has. It's going to have that. So that's good. So we've got a full moon. Guys, for those of you who are into the crystals, charge your crystals. I always tend to charge my crystals a few days before. I always let you know about my crystals. I've got some right here as I'm speaking to you right here. These are my crystals. So yeah, charge them up, man. You can put them in salt water. Just put them in a glass and put them in some salt water. And, you know, when I say salt, not some of that, what is it? Sodium, whatever that you're calling table salt. I'm talking real sea salt. Get yourself some proper coarse sea salt, Himalayan salt, black salt. From, you know, you can get it in various, you know, for, you know, places like the Black Sea. You know, those kind of people. They get a lot of that. So real salt, basically. Get some in some nice spring water. Put your thing in there and put it where, if you've got a window in your house where the light of the moon can catch it, where it can, if not, you can bury them in the garden. That's also another way if you do have a garden. If not, you can use plant pots. If you've got plant pots on your balcony, I've got quite a few on my balcony, and sometimes I just soak them in there, let them soak up that moon, all that lunar energy, man. And you can charge your crystals for anything you want. Protection, abundance, finances, love life, all the things. So yeah, charge up your crystals. Always good to charge up your crystals at least once or twice a year. Okay, that's always very good. Don't have to. I mean, sometimes I've got some crystals that maybe like once a year, like I would charge them up and stuff. So yeah, you want to get in there on. I might do something again. I should do something. One of these podcasts on crystals. You know, bringing that to life. So yeah, so definitely get in on your crystals, people. So full moon is going to be on the 25th. Yeah, and it's the first full moon of 2024, and it's going to be in the sign of Leo. Where better to have it? Leo is a zodiac sign that really gives us, it connects with that creative side of us, that self-expressive side of us. It gives us our platform, our stage. It allows us to center our power. It really allows us to be able to focus on our sense of autonomy. So this full moon in Leo, step into your power, people. Yeah, I know it's cold, but still, step into your power. Shout outs to all of you guys who are just joining me on the social media. I see you all there on the Instagram, there on X, formerly known as Twitter. Shout outs to you also, guys, also on Facebook and also on YouTube. Oh, quite a few people. You see, you're not used to this, seeing me on Sundays, are you? Well. Every Sunday, people. You know what I mean? It's going to be 7 o'clock. I've decided every Sunday, 7 o'clock, 7 p.m., you will be able to listen in, look, watch live, right? Okay? So you don't always necessarily have to go. But listen, I do appreciate people in various parts of the world and they listen to this show in various places. They're working with different time zones. Some people listen to this on the pod. Thank you very much for it. Again, I'm available on all podcast platforms: Amazon, Spotify, Apple. Go, leave a review, ask a question, keep them questions coming in. So full moon is on the 25th, right? So I thought I'd bring you that. So on the 27th, we're going to have Mercury Mars conjunct And anything else before the month of January is out? Do we have anything? Well, yeah, we do. We got a square between the Sun and Jupiter. So on the 26th of January, the Sun is going to square Jupiter. Inflation, baby. Time to grow, time to expand. It can be inflation of the ego too. So watch it. However, it is Jupiter after all, right? So, okay, we can expect something good. The trine from Venus is still coming in also around that time as well. But let's not forget that Venus is also being sextiled by Saturn. And by the way, there's a sextile also with Jupiter and Saturn as well. Jupiter here at 6 degrees. He is sextiling Saturn at 5 degrees of Pisces. So, you know what? Everything's under control, people. Nothing to see here. Keep it moving. We're growing nice and steady. Jupiter, growth. Saturn, structure, stability, responsibility. So everything's growing nicely. We got a nice energy here. And I did tell you the energies, the configurations of January were looking quite good. I like them. I do really like them. So yeah, it is what it is. So 26, we've got the square of the Sun squaring Jupiter. So yeah, we're likely going to hear about something big. You know what I mean? It's huge. Donald Trump, you see Donald Trump. Let me not talk about Donald Trump, you know. I might do a little piece on him. I'm telling you. Yeah, we could be seeing the next American president already. But I have been telling you that from time, man. By the way, we need to bring him back anyway. You know what I mean? Stop all these wars. Put your foot down. You know what I mean? Them people ain't afraid of no Biden. That's why they're doing what they're doing. Yeah, put Mr. You know who in the White House, and everyone will hold their corner. It is what it is. So Sun Jupiter on the 26th of Jan. So that can be cool. And then 27th, we got the Mercury Mars conjunction. Venus also perfectly sextiling Saturn. 28th, she's going to be trining Jupiter exact. Venus trine Jupiter, going to be really wonderful on that day. That's Sunday. That's next week, Sunday the 28th. Cool. Well, I'll be back here anyway, won't I? I'll be doing my podcast when Jupiter and Venus are aligned. So for next week, make sure you're here, and I'll be telling you all about that as well. So cool. What else? 29th. Anything particularly happening the 29th? Not really. Well, we got the Mars. So that's when the 28th, technically speaking, 28th, 29th is where we're having an exact Mercury Uranus trine. Okay? So exact. Really powerful. Genius mind. Want to do something innovative? Want to get something done real quick? Want something real speedy? Well, it's going to be happening around this time. The quickening, the awakening is going to be happening around this time. You know, great for creative moments for any of you who are in any. I suppose when we talk about creative, that can be any industry, you know. Mercury trine Uranus. It's great for trade, great for travel, great to doing any kind of creativity, innovative. So you want to be getting on that. And Mars also as well will be perfecting. I think Mars trine Uranus will be. I'll speak more about that, of course, Wednesday coming, and also on the 28th next week, Sunday as well. So more frequent now. Okay, guys. So here is where you're getting your cosmic news. I am your cosmic news reporter. Okay, official. It's official. It is what it is. So Mars trine Uranus, electrifying, high energy. So yeah, we want to keep that. Yeah, we want to keep that going, people. And that will be the 30th of January. I'll speak more about that closer to the time to keep you in the loop. And then then we're going to be moving to the 1st of February. I will be giving you all of the rundowns of February from next week, Sunday, from the 28th. I will let you know what February has in store for us. But right now, I'm just giving you those last little bits of what we are experiencing with the end of January, basically. And, that's what it is. You are through to the Lunar Lounge podcast with myself, Israel Josie. So let's go back here where we at. Let's go back to the full screen. So that is the cosmic news for this week. Just a little, I'm just getting into this schedule. It's new for me, but so far so good. I like it. Let's keep it going. What else am I going to say? Competition time. Well, that's going to be on a Wednesday. I may be changing the kind of timings of the questions, so do keep update. I believe we have a winner for this book, Cycles 2024. Again, same people again. You're boring me, man. You guys are boring. I'm going to have to start banning you. Seriously. We want new people on the platform. But we do have a new winner with that one. And what was the other question I asked? Okay, so there's another question also up for grabs. That question is, what does the Sun, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn have in common? What do these 4 planets have in common? Mars, Jupiter, the Sun, and Saturn. Or I should say Sun, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. What do these 4 planets, what do they have in common? You should all know, you should all know this, man. And again, if you want the email address, it's there, right there on the screen. You can see it, baby. The Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com. So, and it's the first person who emails me after 12 midnight on Wednesday. I am going to be changing it. I'm going to be changing the rules again next week, Wednesday. I'm going to have to just find a way to, because now I'm doing the Sunday show, so it's more frequent. So, but still, for those people who listen on the iPods, podcast players and stuff, it gives them a chance to be able to think. But for this one, yes, whoever emails me first from midnight GMT time, right? You see it. It's there on your screen. So you can't deny you're not seeing it, right? You seeing it there? The Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com. That is the email right there. You can see it. Yeah, there. You can see it there. That is the email where you send the thing. What does the Sun, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn, what do they have in common? Somebody sent me a personal answer. Brother, me nah answer. I'm not answering that one. How are you going to send it to my inbox? Don't you listen to the rules? Okay, all right. It is what it is. That's the email address right there. It's there for you on the screen for the competition time. Okay. So yeah, it is what it is. What else? I think I'm going to end it right there. Bring the show to an end. Again, this is just a little, but what's going to be happening every week now is I'm going to be giving you a show. It's going to be an hour long as well. Yeah, because I'm doing 2 every week. So every Wednesday, every Sunday, you're getting an hour podcast. Although this one's not an hour, but okay, you will be getting an hour in future. You'll be getting an hour's podcast. Well, you might not be getting an hour and stuff, but okay, you'll be getting about an hour approximately. And I will be keeping you updated in terms of the cosmos and letting you know what it is that is going on. Isn't an hour enough? An hour? No, yeah? Oh, okay. Oh. An hour is enough then. do. If it's not enough, I'm sure some of you are holding me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, telling me it's not enough. You're looking to shoot me up. Yeah, it is what it is, man. But yeah, I'm giving you an hour, 2 hours every week. Come on, man. Of course I deserve that. Give me another round of applause, please. Thank you. Anyhow, I'm going to be finishing the show. Want to thank each and every single one of you for tuning in and logging in to the Lunar Lounge podcast. Really appreciate it. Yeah, it's been fabulous. Fabulous being here, man. It is what it is. My name's Israel Josie. I want to thank each and every single one of you for attending, for listening in. Thank you very much for your comments. I hope I got back to some of you. I'm all podcast, so I can't be answering all of you at the same time, but it is what it is. Please leave a comment. Please like. Please subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell the family that, this is how we do it at the Lunar Lounge. On that note, people, I want to thank each and every single one of you. And you know what time it is.
The Hitmakers.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge, people. That's me.
Welcome
and
to the
I am
Lunar
out.
Lounge.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
The Hitmakers.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.